Hey, what up, y'all? We back. And y'all know what it is. Got my boy B Rabbit back, and a couple people been asking, you already know, but the BullRad show is back full effect. And we live at it. May Slope on the line.
What's happening? What's happening?
We got some questions from May Slope. We're gonna be talking about some different shit as far as Gunna, as far as a bunch of other shit. Wack 100, we're gonna touch on that. We're going to touch on some different things, and we're going to really get into it. But let's start with Gunna, though. Let me put up the picture. Y'all seen how much weight he lost? B-Rad, did you see that?
I only heard about it. I didn't actually see the pictures yet, but I know I expected that to happen off the bat. He
got the skinny face now, man. So
yeah, wait. It's not that he's just not eating good no more. It's not just the prison food. It's the fact that, these guys are coming off hardcore drugs and they're kicking dope in jail basically. They're on the perks, they're on the lean. Those are both opiates, and that's very, very habit forming. And now they're going through withdrawal on that shit. So I expect.
So tell me about the case and what he's accused of with this nurse and everything else, like the details on this.
Well, apparently this nurse coming into the jail with there we go. Sorry. She got caught coming into the jail with, like, from what I heard, it was multiple pounds of marijuana. I don't know if that's the case, but perks, lean, cell phones, cigarettes, vapes.
Crazy.
About cocaine, which I believe might have been crack cocaine, but it was just listed as cocaine.
Wow.
And it was a nurse from the prison, a black woman. They got a picture of her too.
Yeah.
And she ain't bad or nothing, so it's not like they're really up on that. But however, I don't know if it was just specifically Gunna's stuff. I don't think it was. There was also a piece of paper, a list.
Couldn't have been.
With everything, talking about who gets what on the list, and it had multiple.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This broad could have been doing this type of business before Gunna. May Slope in prison. Come on, let me hear your perspective on this whole thing.
Yeah. That shit goes on. You feel me? I mean, women are attracted to men. So It don't matter if you locked up or on the outs. You feel me? If they see something they like, they gonna do for the nigga that they like. You feel me? So I mean, that shit happens. You feel me? If you smooth with the lips, you can always get the lady.
But Mace,
off top.
I understand Gunna's a rap star that every broad in the prison knew about him. But like to make that type of relationship that fast to where the broad bringing in pounds and shit, I think this bitch had other clients and she had other dudes she bringing the shit in for. It ain't Gunna because he's a big fish. They charging him. What you think, man?
Yeah, look, all he had to do was give the bride 10,000, 20,000, and she'll bring in whatever you want.
That's true.
That's usually how it goes. You feel me? I mean, I ain't trying.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I ain't trying to put nothing on Front Street, but motherfuckers offer, money talks. Money talks always. You feel me? Like if a motherfucker dangles 20,000 in front of somebody's face that ain't seen that type of money before, they gonna want it. You feel me? And they down south. They out of down south. They ain't making that much in their prisons. Not like California prisons. You feel me? So
she's the prison. She's the prison nurse.
That'll take you a long ass way.
Man, tell me. Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but she's a prison nurse. So, Mace, tell me how much just one. He said it was multiple pounds of weed. I just find that crazy. I didn't hear that.
Look,
that's what I heard. Although, check this out.
It's a gold mine. In prison, that's a gold mine. You feel me? Like,
but check this out.
That's like $50 in prison. You feel me?
Okay. Be right.
I don't think she's really been doing this. She might have done it once before for somebody or something like that, but I don't think she's on the grind regularly with this and then just picked him up as a new customer on her, with her other people she dealt with. Well, reason being, when she came to the prison with all the stuff, she had it in a bag, and she went through the check-in post, and immediately they opened the bag up and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" yo, she drops the bag and runs, like tried to run away, you know, like, and then on top of that, they allegedly they found a list with names on it with who gets what, and it was all prisoners on the list, and that list was in the bag as well. Now, if that's true and that's the case, that doesn't sound like a hustler's move. That's a dumb move. You don't ever put nothing on paper.
But these females, they're not hustlers, homie.
What I'm saying, I don't think like there's some women throughout history, recent history too.
There is
that bag heavy.
But I don't think she was basically like a mule to bring it in.
Definitely saying, but I don't think she's been at it, because if she did, she would have been a little slicker. Like that was amateur hour. Just put in a bag and try to walk in the fucking place.
But she was an employee.
With a list, yeah, but still, they get searched all the time because of shit like this. And then on top of that, she's got a list of their names on the fucking bag with what they're getting exactly. However, I don't know if I believe that. I think that they
crazy.
I think that they did that because they don't really have anything on Gunna. You know, they got a lot of stuff on Thug, but they don't really got much on Gunna. So, you know, they got lyrics on them and maybe text messages, but no real bodies, no true crimes. And so, like, I didn't know why he got knocked in the first place. So they need something heavy for him. So if they can get him with, distribution of drugs in a prison, that'll fucking ice him up and give him a good charge to go down on.
And his bail hearing was coming up.
A little convenient.
I got it.
Go ahead, Mace.
I got a biz off because it's count. You feel me? But I've seen many staff members get walked off for doing shit like that. Many of them. You feel me? I mean, that shit happens. You feel me? It happens. He probably said something slick to her. You know, it happens. But
and the money.
Damn, but I gotta go, bro.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace out.
No, good, brother. If you can make it back, try and make it back.
Yeah, try to make it back. That's all.
Shit.
But yeah, yo, I'm just saying, like, pounds of fucking dope.
I just heard that in a video that I had watched about it, so I don't know if that's definitely true, but still, significant amount of weed. And then with the charges they already brought her up on, it's possession and distribution of marijuana. However, they found cocaine, and that's just a possession charge at the moment. They don't have distribution, so she definitely had a lot of weed, because you don't get charged with, you don't get charged for weed unless it's over X amount of pounds. You know what I mean? Obviously, with breaking it into jail, different story, but you have to have a heavy amount of weight in order to get a real deal charge for the marijuana situation, and that's always been like that, even before they started legalizing for medicinal and all that shit and recreational. It was like,
I think if it was that much, then they looking at the quantity of it and they saying who could do this, and then they pin it on homie. But
but I know, like, the federal,
I know they don't got him talking to nobody about it. I know they don't have no fucking. They probably just got the bitch saying it. I don't know how you think Gunna's name came up in the situation. This is what I'm saying.
Like I said, his name was on that list. She had a piece of paper in the bag with all the drugs. She had a list of names in the bag on a piece of paper with the drugs that she dropped and ran away when they found them at the check-in. And on that list, it has his name and other people's names, and next to their names is what product they're getting out of that bag. So like you'll get 3 ounces, or you'll get 2 pounds and like a quarter ounce of yayo. They had cell phones.
I think he pushed it, man. I think he got so much money, he pushed it. He said, "Yeah, bring me pounds." I don't know whatever. I don't like to do this, but I'm just saying, I'm just really analyzing this situation. It's kind of blowing my mind. I don't understand this bullshit. Like, what?
I mean, let's take a look at the situation. First quarter coming out. There's multiple people on that list, so it's not just him. There's other people, and then with everything that was being brought in, it's definitely, when you're dealing with drugs in jail, whether it be perks or coke or anything, crack cocaine, whatever type of drugs they're bringing in, Suboxone. If they're not stealing it from the nurses and they're getting it from outside.
Yeah, because you know how that goes.
The smallest amounts of those things go for heavy money. You know what I mean? Like heavy money. Like a Suboxone strip apparently was like $50 a strip for 8 milligrams. And then during COVID, it became 100 because there was no more visiting. So they weren't getting more of it. And if they weren't getting it easily. But yeah, so small amounts turn into big money. So if you get like 7 grams of cocaine, 7 grams of crack cocaine, you can break that down into very tiny amounts for good money. So people were definitely copping that.
And then there, There's a lot of money being made in there. Trust me, I was in there. But now look, okay, so I always heard Gunna, he don't do too much on the extra curriculum. He smoke a lot of weed and shit. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Let's talk about this withdrawals that these artists are going through, these opium and stuff like that. You know, I know you got some knowledge on that. So
absolutely, yeah. I mean, I have, you know, it's sad to say, but the truth is I have pretty serious knowledge about, you know, that type of situation. I had gotten involved with that and wound up being involved with it for years, and I wound up, you know, finally, after trying many times, I finally was able to put it down, and it's been 2 years since.
Good. Congratulations. Let's keep it up.
Thank you. Well, it'll be 2 years, August 24th.
Mm-hmm.
So August 24th is my clean date. So, and it was from opiates in general. You know, whatever type of opiate I could do at that point. Once you're going through it, you'll take whatever. It's not just one situation there, but also benzodiazepine, Xanax, you know, bars, sticks, and that had always been prescribed to me for a long time. I think since I was 19, I had been prescribed the maximum month. Yeah, you know, for anxiety and stuff like that. Not so much depression, but anxiety. I had really crazy anxiety, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I finally went to my doctor when it was having physical effects on me. That's when I mentioned to my doctor, and he explained that
you got low.
Definitely not be dealing with that. It's not normal. So they put me on medication, and after a few months, they already had me up to the maximum dosage. And then
what just happened? You just got low.
And I wasn't really abusing it too much, you know, just a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it was medication that I actually did genuinely need at the time. But on that for 14, 15 years when you're not supposed to be on it, more than just a few months, you know, unless it's an extreme situation. So I had been on that for over a decade at that point. But in the last few years, before I finally was able to get cleaned up, I wasn't just going through my script. I was picking up an additional 2 months worth of it. And I was doing basically 3 maximum dosage prescriptions a month. I was consuming around 500 milligrams a month, which is
wow. So you was heavy on that shit.
Is unbelievable. Like the fact that I never had a seizure, that I never overdosed, and that I'm still alive is unreal. Especially when you go ahead and you pair that with opiates, and specifically when you get involved with fentanyl, because everything turned into fentanyl like 5-6 years ago. Like everything, you know, even if a Connect purposely didn't want it in his stuff.
So how long do you think the withdrawals will last in there? And
when you're dealing with the opiates, so off the perks and the lean, he's going to be looking at, you know, it's going to take, he'll be seriously sick for anywhere from like 7 to 14 days, so a week or two on that, closer to like 2 weeks. You know, just sick, like the worst flu he's ever had. Just feeling completely awful, unable to eat, but then also the whole mental aspect of it, the anxiety, the depression, and just the crazy thoughts, and it's just a bad look physically and mentally. So 2 weeks on the super sick part, and then for another anywhere from 2 weeks to another 6 months to a year, you'll still have some sort of, you know, withdrawal symptoms, you know, long-term withdrawal symptoms, where it's not like throwing up and shit, but like anxiety, you know, issues with eating and appetite, stuff like that. So he's going to be going through it hardcore for, you know, the first 2 to 4 weeks, and then he's going to have, you know, issues for a couple months after that. But I'd say within like 4 weeks, he'll physically be feeling back to normal again, and that makes you mentally get better as well. But he's going to have issues for at least a solid month, but very sick for, you know, 10 days to 14 days for sure. You know, it's a bad situation. And then when you're in that situation, time crawls, you know, a day feels like a month. You feel awful. It's all you can think about. Can't do anything. And being in prison in that kind of condition is very dangerous. You know what I mean? You know, if you're so sick that you can't even get out of bed and they come for you, you're not going to be able to defend yourself anywhere near like you would normally be able to. So normally they would be given medication, you know, they would be put on some type of medication by the nurse. But he had he had the nurse just copping him drugs to keep it going. So, but yeah, that's why that's an easy way to get a lot of people to talk. You know what I mean? If they're looking into a group of guys and they want to take them down, the first one you go for is a guy with an opiate addiction, because you stretch him out for a couple of days and he goes absolutely cold turkey against his will. By day 2 or 3, he'll tell you just about anything just to get a hit or just to get the fuck out. It's that real. It's that real.
So let's do a little comments for a minute. 6 Side, shout out BullRad from Duval County. Shout out Duval County. We fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? James Hudson, salute fam. Salute back, right back at you, my boy. You know you always fucking with the network. Banger Most, peace. Peace to the gods and the earth, and peace to all the homies and everybody else. Me, Strong Island. I ain't no gang member. Leave Wack alone. We're gonna discuss Wack in a minute, homie. Don't worry. We're gonna get into Wack. Yeah. Me, Strong Island, facts, 3 days. He was talking about the withdrawals, I guess. Me, Strong Island, food is the biggest drug. Me, Strong Island, who do I share this? Me, Strong Island, this is YouTube, right? Yeah, this YouTube, my nigga, and share it with every motherfucking body that you know, because this is real knowledge coming from real motherfuckers that know, you know, what we talking about on these subjects and shit like that. So, yeah, we done with this. So, you got any last words on this topic, my boy?
Just this isn't gonna look good, and like I was saying before we started this, when me and you were talking, you know, right now this is allegedly, and like I said, the way that they have Gunna tied to this specifically is that his name was on the list with other people in the jail, and on that list it had his name and what product he was getting out of all the stuff that she was bringing in with her. So it's not just him alone, but you know, if this list is even real, because like I was saying, Gunna doesn't really have too many serious charges on him, you know. Like, they got lyrics and text messages from
him. And I don't think he's that stupid either. I think he's smart. I don't think he's stupid. But
yeah,
when it
like
comes to drugs,
about stupid, it comes down to if you're really that sick and withdrawing that bad. Because like you said, his picture shows him being super skinny right now. He probably hasn't eaten in 2 weeks. He hasn't probably slept in 2 weeks.
Yeah. He looked totally different.
That shit'll drive you insane, bro. Not sleeping for like.
Oh yeah, when you in there and the shit they facing, I seen dudes starve themselves to death with that type of, like, you think you gonna be in you facing the rest of your life in the can, or betraying all your friends, either or. Still,
when I finally went into a hospital to get help 2 years ago, I had normally been about 225 pounds roughly. That was my walking around weight for several years. At that point, I had been heavier, but when I went in, I weighed 178 pounds. And there was nothing in me when I went in, so I was hella sick. And it got to the point when I was signing the intake paperwork, couldn't even write my own name, just had to. I was shaking so bad. I hadn't slept in forever, and I couldn't even walk on my own. It was too dangerous. Like I was gonna fall and bust my head over. I was fucked up, bro. Fucked up. It was bad. It was very, very bad. Very bad. And then somebody said 3 days. That might be 3 days when you're like throwing up, dying, and just dead dying, but you're still not going to sleep for several weeks, if not months. You're not going to eat much, if anything at all.
Wow.
And you're going to, the anxiety, like I said, the mental game, the anxiety, the depression, the fear, that shit lasts for, you know, a month or two as well. And that's minimum. So this 3 days thing, that's being like, that's throwing up everything that touches your stomach. Other than that, it lasts a while for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it'll make you do things you would never do.
That's crazy as hell. That's amazing. So
now, if that list isn't real, though, that list could be fake as fuck. They could have just added that list to the bag of stuff just to put his name on it. Because, like I said, they don't have any real good charges on him. You know, conversations, text messages, and rap lyrics are about his charges. You know, they don't got him on heavy drugs. They don't got him on selling up. They don't got him on guns or a body or weapons, nothing. So they throw his name on that. Now they got something solid to prosecute him on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Could be fake.
But if she got the name with the list, maybe, yeah, that's crazy. But that's a whole nother issue. You know what I mean? So what you know about this thing? Why did Baby disown his brother? What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, first off, what I want to know is how his brother Gangster got out in the first place, because he was serving a life sentence. You know
so wait, he out? He's out free?
He's out, and I don't think he's on probation, parole, none of that shit. Like, they just opened the door and let homeboy out. From what I saw,
wow,
he's out, and he was serving life. So now he just walks out, and his nickname was Gangsta. Like, he was up in the prison.
He said he killed a couple of people and shit like that, right?
Yeah, well, he's got bodies under his belt. He was a huge drug dealer. Big time drugs, which he was prosecuted for that, but also he was involved in multiple murders, if not directly the one who did them. He was up in the feds with Big Meech. Like, him and Big Meech were servicing together. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely about his shit if he's up in prison like that, for sure. And then on top of that, he made it out after serving 23 or 24 some odd years, 27 years, whatever he got. But yeah, he had life, and then all of a sudden they just let him out. I mean, scot-free, open a door, go take a shit and bounce. And
yeah, so he must have did some real. He helped them out a whole lot, and he might be still working with them, basically.
He did admit to talking to them and giving them information regarding homicides when the shooter is now dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave up multiple on that one, but I don't see the feds letting you go for just closing a cold case for them on who the shooter was. But now there's no one to prosecute. It's just they know, and that's it. Now they know who did it, but they can't prosecute. I don't see them letting him out for anything like that. He must.
So this motherfucker is a dirtbag rat boy. Yeah, fuck him. I'm with Baby then. Give a fuck. He's already been. How many years? How long he been in jail?
27, so
23 years. And what he was in there for life, or he had like another dime or something?
He got life.
He got life. Okay, so it don't matter, homie. You already went like to go rat, and then now you probably put away 5, 6, 7 people on his bullshit. You feel me? So I don't respect that shit.
He claims that his co-defendants, when he was on trial and when he's getting prosecuted.
No, but sorry, but no, you could call in though. Strong Island, call in. You see the number, but go ahead, B-Rad. Sorry.
He claims when he was going through court, when he was being prosecuted and tried for his stuff, and then got the life sentence out of it, that none of his co-defendants, he had like 10 of them, I think, none of them spoke, none of them ratted. They all stood on it and they all took it.
Mm-hmm.
He maintains that he only ratted on people who were already dead. He spoke on the situation.
So he's doing the Alpo thing, basically.
Well, that's what he claims. And then he claims that no one did time up under him. Like, he didn't cause anybody to get any time. Nobody got arrested because of him. Like, he claims that he gave him information, but it never amounted to anybody getting in trouble for it. It was just information because it was all too old and people are dead now.
So possibly, could this be a stunt on Baby's part? Baby probably still fuck with him, but he don't want that to get out to the public type of shit.
Probably because these days, everybody's ratting, everybody's talking, whether it's directly or inadvertently through videos and whatnot, telling on people. So the big thing in the industry now is that everybody's pussy and nobody stands on what they do. That honor amongst thieves, that you don't rat shit. You get caught, just fucking time, and that's it.
You get time. Guess what? And another thing that I was always confused about is how that dude that shot up Lil Wayne truck, Baby, was caught on federal wiretaps talking to him. Yeah, come get your money and this and that. I know Baby got money, so he got the best lawyers and shit like that. But I just like Wack was talking about Jim Jones. But I'm like, you got to watch every motherfucking body. If you seen them like wiretaps and nothing happened to him and people went down under this shit, and then the RICO came and people went down, like you got to watch motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Shit, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say it.
And if Baby were to be talking, like you said, he got money. He got the money, like a lot. So his lawyer is ridiculous. I imagine if he did speak, it would be fixed to a certain way through his lawyers.
To where you don't even understand what's going on. Yeah, but if you're going to attack Jim Jones and ain't no actual paperwork on him, then we got to look at everybody that's like, that was a tight situation. They saying the word is that on all the blogs and everywhere, and if you look at the evidence, it's like Baby sent homie to shoot up Wayne shit. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I know whatever, y'all can call me whatever. And homie, the number's right there, 1-800-430-8963. It's going across the screen. 1-800-430-8963. That's the number. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it because I want to watch everybody, because then you don't know who the next conglomerate that's going to be locked up by the feds because there's some snake around or whatever else giving up information on shit. You feel me?
The feds design the game now that you don't have an option not to rat. You know what I mean? Because if you don't rat, you're automatically done for. They're gonna throw the book at you. And these days with drug charges, they can get you on life for not even murdering somebody, just through drug charges. And they can give you life, or they can give you damn near life. They can throw you 60 years.
Shit, yeah.
Years old, you're done for. You know what I mean?
Out of here.
And it never was like that back in the day. You would get 5, 10, 15-year sentences for like heavy shit. If you didn't get life for murder, you were only getting 10 or 15 years for it. That's something that can be done. So people kept their mouths shut. But when they're throwing 25, 30, 50, 80 life, multiple life, like, that's when motherfuckers start talking, because they might get killed over it. They might, get excommunicated. They can't go back to where they came from, but they're in prison right now. Anything's better a living condition than prison. And, they're a target in there, even if they haven't spoken. So coming out and being free, but being, having a target on your back, they don't give a fuck. They'd rather just take the risk. And then on top of that, you could be ratting on dudes who they ain't never left the 10-block radius that they fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, they don't be traveling all over the place, and, jumping witness security, witness protection. Motherfuckers ain't gonna find you, like not these guys. So people just rat, bro. They start throwing football numbers at you, and the toughest guy in the world, the second he gets taken by the feds, once they walk him into the cell and that cell door slams behind them, their whole world changes. They start running off the mouth immediately. They just want to make sure that they look like they're taking their time and taking their sentence like a man, and they want to do it on the low with nobody knowing they're doing it. And that's how they get away with this shit sometimes. But yeah, man.
Sometimes your money long enough, you can do that. Like T.I., for example. I don't know what really happened, but that's just another example. Like, he got caught with all them big ass guns. Dealing with the feds.
But the one thing you definitely know for sure is that the feds don't just go around and let motherfuckers with life sentences out for good behavior, or because they're a nice guy, or because they're have been fucked up.
You gotta help them.
Dude, there's there's people in prison right now serving, time or even life in prison. And it's a known fact, known by the public and by the law enforcement and by the individual, that they didn't commit this crime. It's come out proof that they didn't do it. But because they took a plea deal and admitted to it and were handed like 25 years on a plea instead of life or death sentence, because of that, it doesn't matter what information comes out later on down the road. They admitted to it. They took a plea. Lives change under that, and they get that regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. They serve that time because they admitted to it, and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
That's a fact.
So
now, baby disowning his bro.
He has to.
I agree.
Everybody these days is talking about how everybody rats and tells. So baby obviously has to take the stance of being a G and never being down with ratting. And now it came down to, it's a perfect PR stunt for him. It makes him look like the man. It's like, yo, my brother got out of prison for ratting, and I don't even fucking talk to him, and that's my brother. I don't even talk to him.
He's smart, B-Rad.
Now he looks like a fucking thug to the next. He's
and that goes with his image that he built for himself, to where that's just what he built for himself. But only thing I don't like is how he wasn't. I feel like, was he even questioned about that shooting and shit?
Not that I know of. They just left that alone. And again, you said, he's got that bag plus 5 more bags, so he got dough. So his lawyer is like the best there is, obviously.
Yeah. So we gonna say he's he keeping it solid. Period. I'm not here to say he working with the feds. None of that. Don't get me twisted or nothing like that. But I am gonna speak the truth. I ain't gonna be politically correct. I ain't gonna. If something's on my mind, I'm gonna talk about it on this platform. I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
We're not here to bullshit. We're here to talk about some shit. I'm not here to have a bullshit conversation that's not real with you. We ain't out playing games. We're doing real shit out here. Like, we're having a combo.
Definitely.
But like, if these cats get out, it's not because the feds or the United States government like feels bad. They got something. That's the deal they got, and they had to do something in order to get that deal. And if they fucked his papers long enough to get a lawyer who's good enough to keep his name off the record. So he could very well have talked about everything, and that's why he was never even implicated in that shooting back in the day. But he gave up information for it. It's just not on paper, because as long as he gave up the right people, feds can go and squeeze that person and get them to cop out, admit, or rat on somebody else. So they don't need him to be on paper. They got the other guy ratting.
Mm-hmm.
They know who it was for sure, and he told
And
them.
you know, New Orleans is a small town.
Well,
Birdman knows some of the dudes he's ratting on. Birdman probably know all the dudes he's ratting on. And what do? Betray your friends that keeping it solid out here doing they thug thizzle and go with your rat ass brother that's telling on him. No, fuck him. He's out of here. And that's how it go. That's just how the game go. You feel me? Because his name was Gangster. And that's what he proclaimed to be, Gangster. So if you're gangster, you go down like Gotti. Because Gotti was one of the biggest gangsters. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
That whole Gotti situation, though, that was a strange situation. That it's not like Gotti got locked up and started talking. You know what I mean? That's not what happened. There was a lot of betrayal.
Gotti ain't nothing, but nah, we ain't gonna go into that. But I'm just saying, if you're a gangster, then you realize that shit, it could go down to where my life could be gone and it's over, and that's it. And that's it. So if you really realize that, then I think Young Thug, a lot of people think he's gonna rap. I think Young Thug realized that shit was coming to him because I listened to his lyrics. I'm a fan of his, and he was saying, I don't know, but we'll see. And if I'm wrong, y'all motherfuckers hit me and then let me know. Bush, you was wrong, motherfucker. You was wrong.
I'll say it right now. I think Thug stands on it, without a doubt. I think he stands on it. I'd be very surprised if he were to rap. You never know. But yeah, I think he stands on it. And yeah, in his lyrics, because I'm a fan of his music too, in his lyrics, he obviously spoke about doing shit, which I'm pretty sure was pretty true. But he also spoke about how basically he already knew what time it was and that they were coming for him. That's why he was all on this fucking judge shit, fuck the 5-0, like fuck everybody.
We got a call. Anyway. But yeah, and it's just weird though. That's all. How
I think he stands on it.
Well, we fans of him. So yo, what's up? Where you calling from? What's your name?
Full Flesh Sniper, Long Island.
Long Island. What up, my nigga? We talked to you before, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know the island real well. I lived out there for years.
What you think about the situation?
And like I said, in the portfolio, the diagram, what do you call that? The goo? Listen,
we ain't got no goo here. This ain't Clubhouse, homie. But we gonna get in the Clubhouse, and I want you to be one of my moderators when I do it. So you're gonna have to download the app, and then.
But you need to take my phone number down.
All right, I got your phone number. I got it now.
I really want to be one of your moderators.
Yeah, I want you to be one of my moderators.
I'm musical. I do big stage shows.
That's what's up.
With like big artists, but I do only Jamaican artists.
That's what's up. Hey, my boy, let me hear what you think about these topics we talking about, though.
Okay.
What you think about what's going on with these cats? The whole YSL situation. You think they're talking?
Not even that. We talking about Birdman and
oh yeah, that's right.
Exactly right.
What you say?
I'm sorry, yo. I apologize, sir.
What, you fucked up? You had a drink, my nigga? What's up? You bent?
Of course I had a drink.
You see what I do here? But come on, man. I know you're intelligent. I want to hear your point of view on this type of shit. Like with Birdman, you think he in the right for Xing out his bro?
Who? I'm sorry, 1 second.
Birdman, you think he in the right for Xing out his brother? Ratted and shit. Birdman said, I don't got no brother no more. He ain't my brother.
Birdman, I ain't gonna tell you a lie. To be truthful with you, I ain't fucking my own brother for almost 6-7 years.
Oh, man.
But all that is facade. All of this is facade, my nigga. Because no matter what, he's still my brother. Even though certain things happen, and I feel like he went wrong against me, without saying too much words, he's still my brother. I'm going to kill any nigga for him.
Yep.
So all that's facade. Money
is
still being transported to young man or whoever the fuck he is. No disrespect. You know me? Money is still being transported. My brother violated me too, bro.
Oh, your brother up top?
Brother down, yeah.
You said your brother up top?
Nah, my brother never went up top.
Oh, because I thought you said money being transported. I thought he was. Oh,
I'm not saying though.
Okay.
Niggas talk about. Well, I think personally, right? Listen, my brother violated the laws against me, street laws.
Mm-hmm.
He was never a street dude, but nevertheless, though, fuck you think I'm gonna do? Make you murder my brother without me murdering you?
Yeah, nah, that ain't happening. Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, because he was wrong, I'm not gonna be wrong.
Yeah, never that.
You feel me?
For sure. I'm with you on that, my dude.
All that is facade. His mother, him.
He breaking up and shit. But yeah, I could dig that. But as far as like denouncing of the public, that'll probably have to happen, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all facade.
Yeah. You're right, facade, because that's what we said. But so you really think like
I'm not talking about. I didn't even want to talk about Birdman because the truth with you, it's a little bit bigger, but at the same time, I respect it. But I respect the facade.
Because you understand the business is $1 billion business. He in front of.
You kill his brother. If you kill his brother, he's gonna come back and try to kill you.
It's too much money at stake, homie, for Birdman to be like, oh, I fuck with him and this and that. It's too much money at stake. That's why Birdman, like, he has to denounce that shit.
He's gonna keep that image.
What you say?
You see my number?
Nah, what you?
Because big dog, I'm telling you, I don't give a flying fuck. If my brother ratted on me, listen to me. I promise you, if anybody touch him, I'm killing them.
That's a fact. Come on, I got 9 brothers. They all love me. They know what's up.
Come on, man. Niggas is brothers, nigga. Fuck, niggas. Sure. Niggas actually don't know how to be brothers no more.
A nigga like me ride out for my brothers ready to die immediately, and that's just how I am. You feel me? And they all will tell you, situations and specific examples. But what I'm saying is, when it's $1 billion involved, and like I see, that's what I said. I said I think Birdman had homie as on the low, he's still his boy or whatever, but in public, he ain't gonna let that know. He ain't gonna let that be known in public. That's all.
I don't want to see his mother cry. Yo, that's your question, though. I don't know. I just keep it real. That's why I'm trying to keep my number.
I got you.
Want to see your mother cry?
For sure, homie. For sure. Yeah, definitely. We gotta get on this Clubhouse. I want to attack Clubhouse. And I got a couple.
Who the fuck want to see your mother cry, bro?
Nobody, man, you wildin'. Nobody. You right.
And you gonna tell me you gonna kill my brother, and then I'm gonna be in the streets with you?
That's a good ass point, because y'all got the same mother.
It ain't happening. I can understand if you kind of beat him up a little bit, not even jump him.
But is his brother Blood? Is his brother Damu or what? Or he just a gangster?
I don't know. Big Damu.
It really don't matter, but
for none of that.
He might be popular.
None of that.
It really don't matter, but I'm just saying, like, this nigga,
that's
like
my brother, my nigga. What you talking about? Me and my brother gonna go to cause he ain't gangster like me. He could be a civilian.
That's a fact.
You see, he has the same way to how Wack and them say it.
He definitely
and
not a civilian.
With the same respect, I remember when I first came on your podcast, I was like, yo, I respect Wack shit. You can feel me?
Yeah, that was you. Now I remember you. Yeah, for sure. Because they coming at me when I tell them about how I respect certain shit about Wack and shit. But I got Damu homies and Crip homies, and I'm just a people person.
I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I don't give a fuck. Nigga murder my brother.
It's over. I don't give a fuck about you.
Although there are exceptions to that in history. We have actually seen shit go the other way though. I mean, there was these 2 brothers that they were mafiosos back in the 70s and 80s, and their father was also a mafia guy. And his father.
Shit gonna have to go the other way. Word to my mother, nigga. You fucking nigga. Nobody ain't murdering.
Nah, nigga. But say you Birdman and you in charge of $1 billion conglomerate. You ain't gonna put that out in public if you still fuck with him. You gonna be like, oh.
Right now, because you got a good. You know, the funniest thing is though about this thing is, I'm about to, that's why I want you to get my phone number.
Yeah, I got it though. I got it, homie. Don't worry, I got it.
Somebody.
I got it, homie. We gonna build for real.
Yeah,
but
you remember in Denzel Washington movie when they said that, yo, you killed somebody that was somebody. That means that you gotta pay certain money. They said, I don't even want your fucking money, my nigga. Look at my mother, my nigga. My brothers, they got a holy position. When I talk, they got a holy position.
Oh, you the oldest?
No matter. Nah, I'm the middle.
I'm the middle too. But
I'm in street. I always been in street. Where you from? You from Brooklyn, right?
I'm from Brooklyn. I ain't in Brooklyn now. I'm from Brooklyn, and I'm from Cali.
I know, but you from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
What part of Brooklyn?
Flatbush, homie. East 2 First all day long.
I used to live in. No disrespect to the God. Don't get me wrong. I used to live in East New York. You heard?
Yeah. I used to live there too, homie. I used to live on Cozine. You feel me? In them buildings right there.
I could tell you exactly where I'm from, but I want to save it for another broadcast.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate you though, homie, because you show love from the beginning. You still here fucking with the homie, so that's what's up.
Word, I still fuck with it. I still fuck with it, dude.
R. Hill said exactly she agreeing with you. So.
And you know the funniest thing is, I'm talking mad American to you, right? Yo, I do parties.
Okay.
I do parties.
Yeah, so we need to link for sure.
And we making parties. Damn.
So but wait, let's get back to the show though, homie. Check this out. We talked about Gunna sneaking in the drugs and shit. You feel me? Like this nigga. I think they really trying to pin this shit on him because like that gave him the excuse to deny the bond. You feel me?
Come on, man. We know. You know the funniest thing is, I don't want to be disrespectful, but come on, man. Think about it, man. Come on, man. We know Gunna fuck. Gunna is nothing to talk about no more.
What you mean? You think he flipped already?
Huh?
What'd he say?
Let me shut up for a little bit. I didn't hear you.
I said, what you mean? You think he flipped already?
Gunna?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm saying truthfully, I know niggas. All right, how about this? I know one nigga, right? This nigga was asking for a $5 bag of weed. Nigga only selling $10, $20 bag of weed. He said, yo, you know what? Let me give you this. Yo, you good. No matter what. You good people. The nigga went down the street and motherfucking got caught by the police. The $5 bag of weed. Guess what he did? I don't trust nobody. I'm ready to go to church, my nigga. Yo, fuck niggas and fuck the streets. I don't believe in the streets no more. I swear to God on my life, I don't believe in the streets. I don't trust niggas.
Me neither.
I don't trust niggas. Yo, my nigga, I'm gonna tell you one more story. Yo, one of my niggas came to me one day and he told me there was a major beef. I said, yo, you got bet on you? I said, yo, listen, here go $100. Go to that hotel. And I handle this beef. I don't trust niggas, my nigga. This ain't the same. This ain't like the 80s.
You right. It ain't the same. Niggas don't got no morals and none of that no more and no values. I understand
don't got no morals, man, nigga. I'm ready to go back to church, my nigga.
Me too, nigga. This shit is real out here. These niggas is faggots. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry I used the word. I'm fucking up my own channel using that word. But look.
You can't use that on podcast.
I know. That's what I'm not. Guess what? It's about to be lit, but I ain't monetized that, homie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got certain videos up. Niggas think I'm getting money off this shit. I ain't getting nothing. I want to until it really get where it's at. Then I'm gonna take down the Wack videos and we gonna really go all in. You feel me? But check this out though. About Wack, since I bring it up, we going into Wack now because we did that video and it's doing really.
Wack is gonna pick this up. Wack is gonna pick this shit up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that last video did good or whatever else. But niggas came at me.
You don't think niggas is listening to you?
I know niggas.
I'm not liking you right now.
It's okay. I talk to the nigga right in his face. I tell him this shit right to his face, nigga. That's on everything. But what I'm saying is, look, they came at me for defending the nigga because they said I'll be defending them and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? The nigga ain't do nothing wrong, nigga. If it was 20 niggas, the 60s and they was.
I got all former likes. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I got all for my life. Remember, I told you this one thing. I swear to God on my life. I'm not a gang member. But one thing about me is, I think I'm bigger than gang members. One thing about me with New York niggas, you see Uncle Murder, he can move differently between
I fuck with
everything.
him too.
I position myself like that.
Uncle Murder, East New York. That nigga a fool.
I did a couple parties with Uncle Murder.
Okay.
And listen, I'm not even bigging them up. I'm not degrading them. But listen, man, nigga don't do flying fuck, my nigga. Them shit's fly, my nigga. But let's fly your way.
You already, man. You already.
But
I fuck with Uncle Murder. He's solid. He's so solid.
Because one thing I'm not doing is promoting violence.
Yeah,
like,
never that. Yo, you look like a white Uncle Murder, B Rabbit. Nah, I'm just fucking around. Nah, nigga, I'm high as fuck now, but they won't. Go ahead, nigga. I heard you. You say you don't do violence, and I agree with that, nigga. I fuck with all that, nigga. That's why I want to get to the clubhouse thing and really take over.
About me is this one thing. If you want to know something about me, I went through Black History class. I know how to be a Nat Turner. I don't play these games.
I feel you. How old are you, my nigga? Let me ask you that. How old are you?
45.
Truthfully?
Yeah. Truthfully, nigga. What do you say? 34?
44.
44.
Okay. Okay, OG. I'm 2 years younger than you. We older niggas.
I see things y'all never seen.
I got a new respect for you. You got.
I can tell you how old you are.
For me?
Yeah.
I'm 42.
I bet you I can tell you how old you are.
Oh, I already 42? Told you. It's too late.
You 42?
Yeah. How old you think I was?
All right. I ain't gonna tell a lie. I thought you were younger because you see.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. Exactly.
Nah, but that's a good thing though. I thought you like that, because you seem like a more vibrant nigga, like a young blood. Yo, when you get to see me, when you get to meet me, and you're gonna find out the parties that I do, you're gonna get to find out that on some real life shit. I'm a real nigga. I
fuck with you.
Truthfully, I'm not in that beef and shit. But I know how to handle beef.
But you see what we doing with this platform. We just discussing these topics that, the subscribers. I'm trying to turn them from whack motherfuckers to BullRad network, you niggas. I'm not BullRad, I'm Bush K. But BullRad is the network.
What you think about Wack? What you think about Wack getting? They said Wack got dumped on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I did the show, and I was like, wait a minute.
Every week there's a title like, did Wack get smacked by so-and-so? And the answer is always, nah, Wack ain't seen nobody in person in fucking 20 years.
Let's just talk. Let that man talk.
Go ahead. What do you say? What you say, B-Ray?
Oh, I'm saying, like, every week they got a title like, did Wack 100 get smacked by so-and-so? It's always, and then the answer is no, because Wack ain't seen nobody face-to-face in 20 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing with Wack 100 is, like...
Yo, I'm not going to tell a lie. Yo, listen, I'm sorry, yo.
Go ahead.
I apologize.
Speak your mind.
I'm not going to tell no lie. I ain't seen it.
That ass. He don't like Wack. B-Rab. He my boy, but he entitled to his opinion.
I don't dislike him.
Yo, fuck that. I'm sorry, yo. I apologize.
No. Yo, I don't dislike him because I don't know him that well, but like I have listened to his stuff enough to know that I don't fuck with him, and like he bores me. His game bores me. You know what I mean? Like he's so transparent. This guy's like a fucking glass window. You know what I mean? Like
he might be a lot of things. He ain't boring. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, he is boring because you know exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna run his mouth because he's got people behind him. He's that dude that goes around who ain't got no fucking right opening his mouth to nobody, but he's got big fucking friends and they're down with it. And he's not just running his mouth to whoever because he got people to back him up. And he's got this way that he comes through with the paperwork, and that's all he does. Like I said, he doesn't rat on anybody.
I'm sorry, yo.
Go ahead.
I apologize.
Go ahead.
Do you think that Wack got beat up? That's what I'm asking. Did you see it, and do you think it?
He said no, and I don't think so either. But the niggas said he did though.
No. I guarantee you.
The funniest thing about it is though. You know the funniest thing about it is?
What?
I took losses, my nigga,
For sure.
Still
already said.
carrying my weight.
I said it already. I walked right through the niggas. They said, "You Bush." I said, "Yeah." They beat the fuck out of niggas.
Yo, I want to make sure I hear every word you're saying. I'm about to be quiet, and please do me a favor. Say every word straightforward because I don't think everybody's hearing you like you.
I said, nigga, now, right? I took losses too. Nigga. I knew dudes was after me. I walked to the store right by him. They ain't have the heart to say shit. Got my shit, walked past them, coming back from the store, and I knew they had problems with me. They was gathered up. They said, "Yo, you Bush?" I said, "Yeah." And then went down. They beat the brakes off the homie. They beat me up, but it happened. You feel me? But guess what? I walked away threatening niggas and everything else, and a couple niggas got what they, that's another story. But
it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Who the fuck don't get a fucking ass whooping?
Yeah, like that. Why is it a big thing? Wack, Wack got me. Wack. But he did. First of all, he did.
How much you want bet over this platform, right? I'm going on right now over this platform. That I don't. How much you want bet? You think I'm strategic? How much you want bet? I'm gonna fuck with that. I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
These niggas is listening to us. They're not liking the bottom right now. They're not liking it right now. But as long as you keep talking the truth,
we speak the truth, homie. And ain't nobody ever, you ain't gonna get this where you got a convict from Cali calling up all the damn time that's locked up with Suge Knight in the same prison as Suge Knight. Then I got a Damu, a real Paru, calling up all the time from Cali.
I'm gonna tell you something straight up. My niggas is from New York, my nigga.
We from and niggas, my New York niggas fuck with me, homie. I know that. I see the demographics.
The West Coast a lot and down south.
You holding your squares down. You holding your squares down, right?
What you say?
I'm sorry. Yo, you holding your squares down, right?
Oh, you already.
All right. Niggas is holding their squares down. Yo, I'm like, yo, watch this though. Nothing can test. Oh boy, man, a real bad man, you know. Man, a real killer.
Yo, you Jamaican?
Hold on.
Are you Jamaican?
Pretty observant, Mook.
Nah, I want to know if you Jamaican.
Rude boy.
No, I'm more than Jamaican, my nigga. I'm mixed breed, nigga.
Oh, my best friend Jamaican, nigga. Shout out Colin. He gonna be doing the sports specials
and
shit.
I fuck with Jamaicans, my nigga. I don't want to go too far into it, but listen to me. No man not care about that. Every man a killer. Every man a killer. Every man is a killer. Legit. Every man is a killer, my youth. No matter cause you from Cali. It no matter cause you from Cali. And me from New York.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It's a killer.
I'm just saying, like, for the topics and shit. Yeah, you right, though.
I can't talk about certain things.
For sure.
And you can't talk.
I'm a Brooklyn boy. I was locked up in Cali, nigga. I did my time in prison in Cali. I'm a Brooklyn boy, but they all still fuck with me. And when
I'm not here to be. I am not here biblically. I am not here to do any, what do you call it? Like, being back witnesses or try to say I never seen it. I don't get it. You ain't seen none of the baddest I did.
Nah,
yo,
probably not.
What do you call it in the Bible? They call it. I'm fucked up on my words.
But yo,
it's not because I'm fucked up. It's called not being back witness. It's called bearing back witness. You can't account for me. I can't account for you.
Yo, but even check this out. I don't think that he got beat up or anything like that. I think they just put that up. But I also don't think that it's just. I don't think he's just telling an outright lie. I believe that.
Go ahead.
I believe that. I don't think it's just an outright lie, though. You know, I don't think that he got beat up or even in a fight. At most, maybe he was pushed. But I do believe that he did come across people though in public, like. You know, he came across people, so that's true. He just didn't get dumped, and that's it.
Good.
Put the headline up.
Not for nothing. I'm not gonna tell no lie. I'm not taking no sides. Remember, I told you. I'm like, I don't even know if Uncle Murder is like he's not blood or crip. Listen, I'm not blood or crip. I have no horse in the game. You feel me? I have no horse in the game. But here what I'm telling you is, though, I ain't seen no video. And for some strange reason, I believe Wack.
Me too.
If you can't show it on video, and you can't show me for a fact, in front of so many people, Game, Kanye West, on stage, him getting beat up.
Kanye? Yeah. Come on.
And to right now, and to this day, you can't show that? My nigga, you ain't showing.
That's a fact. It ain't true.
It's all talk, my nigga. That shit is all talk.
Look, I don't fuck with Wack, but I don't dislike him at all.
And I don't even want to believe him. And listen, I don't even try and fuck, my nigga. Them shit's a lie. You heard?
Yeah.
Either direction.
Straight lie, I think.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not a fan of his. I don't dislike him. I don't hate on the guy. I don't dislike him.
And I ain't even gonna talk about my politics.
We talking about a specific
I ain't gonna
situation.
talk about my politics.
That's all. So you said he got touched, B Rabbit. You think he got touched on the stage?
I don't think he got touched. I really don't. I think that's a lie without a doubt. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it's just I don't think it's a complete fabrication. I believe he ran into people. I don't think it's.
Listen to me. Hear me for a second, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all niggas talk.
Don't get flustered, B Rabbit. Don't do that.
No.
Go, Cody.
Go ahead.
Go, Strong Island. Go. What you say?
Go.
Yo, brother, I do motherfucking concerts, my nigga. I do parties, my nigga. It would have been shown. It would have been 1,000 videos shown that he was getting his ass whipped. I ain't seen one.
That's a 50.
All I ask is this one thing. Show me, motherfucker. I don't listen. I'm not gonna get no wrong or no right. I don't give a flying. I kind of do give a flying fuck because I'm not gonna tell a lie. I kind of think Wack is on this shit.
Nah, but B Rabbit said he didn't get touched on the stage.
Let me finish.
Drunk nigga.
You gotta be careful. Because where I'm from, where my politics is from, Crip niggas is doing some dangerous shit, nigga.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm not Crip or Blood. You heard?
Theory said, I can't even say
and where I know where I'm
Wack
from,
is a beach.
where I'm from, nah, my nigga, that should have been seen, nigga. Niggas, nah, that's why I believe Wack.
But we passed that, homie. He said that Wack ain't get touched on stage. He already said that, homie. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he got touched anywhere
I'll be right back.
at all. That's just a headline for clickbait.
Where I'm from, though, I'm not gonna tell a lie. These Crip niggas is eating niggas alive, my nigga.
Yeah, no shit they are. They always have been. They always have to be because they're outnumbered by Bloods 5-1. You know, the people that I know that are involved in that shit, there's no Crips, you know what I mean, compared to Bloods. There's just Bloods everywhere. You know, that's just how it is. So like they always gotta be on their game, you know what I mean? But everybody's going hard these days. Like people are going hard, brother. The cops aren't doing they're not prosecuting, they're letting people out, there's bail reform. We have bail reform. They're letting people out of prison and shit.
Over your side of town, it goes like that. I know what I'm talking about. My side of town.
Yeah, no. I'm saying they're not doing anything now. They're just building cases on all these dudes, and they're just gonna wait until they hang themselves, and they just hit them all with life immediately. You know, a couple of years down the road. But now they know who they are. They know what they're into, and they keep an eye on them. It's a very easy way of cleaning out a city.
All that gangster shit is bullshit.
You right.
No
bullshit. Now we old enough to know, but we got our brains washed as kids by the hip hop culture. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I'm a fan of hip hop. I'm a hip hop baby all day. I'm talking about the images from the big labels and shit like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Too. But the Jamaican cultures,
the lit shit. You be like, yo, and then it's always some negative shit involved with it, shooting all that type of shit. But let's get into this. B-Rab, did you hear about Young Thug's nephew?
About his nephew?
That shot up his wife, that shot up his baby mama, killed her and shit.
Holy shit. Nah, legit. Didn't hear about it. Tell me about this. Let me know what's up.
Yeah, you know.
Tell me about it.
What'd you say? Strong Island?
A young thug nephew?
Yeah. You ain't hear about it? He killed.
About it.
Yeah, for sure. I know.
That's not my business.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's what we do here. We cover shit. We cover the culture, and we talk about it, and we analyze it.
I know about Long Island. I know when you come, listen to me indirectly. Because Brooklyn niggas and Queen niggas don't act like they from Long Island, you heard? I'm telling
nigga, I used to live on Long Island, my nigga.
I lived in Long Island for like 8 years, and I've been there every year of my life.
East Northport.
If you give me a second to talk,
I'm about to cut you off, nigga. You getting rude, nigga, because you drunk.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm not drunk. Long Island, Brooklyn and Queens is fine. On Long Island, nigga. We all Long Island niggas. Don't get it twisted. These niggas got you fucked up. They telling you that Brooklyn and Queens is not on Long Island.
Long Island has always been wild. Long Island has always been different.
I don't know where you getting the idea like we don't fuck with Long Island, nigga. We fuck with Long Island.
I lived in Long Island for years.
Killers on the island, homie. Trust me.
I'm saying that Brooklyn and Queens and East Long Island is the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, it's all the same thing. It's just different neighborhood styles, but it's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same.
Right now, Google it.
Long Island is Queens, nigga.
Queens is all Long Island. Manhattan is
It's
not.
all the same gigantic island.
Brooklyn and Queens is all Long Island. Stop that.
All right. Let's get off of that shit. God damn it. Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island. I don't even know how we got on that, my nigga.
With the white man. That's called what the white man put the vision in our head to make us divide ourselves up. Brooklyn niggas look at East Long Island. Listen, hold on 1 second. Please listen to me. Brooklyn niggas look at Long Island niggas like we not from the same island. Can you imagine being from Florida and say you're from Orlando and say you from motherfucking I don't even want to call my territory where I live out here now. You heard? Say you're from Orlando and say you're from Winterfresh. It's still Florida. You cannot cancel that. Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island is the same place. They all Long Island. Listen to me fully and correctly.
Hold up, because I missed the call fucking with you,
nigga. My nigga. I'm representing Long Island to the fullest.
I had two-way.
What's my mother?
All right, my man trying to call, my nigga. And we respect you feel me? But we're gonna let you go, you feel me? Keep in tune on. We're gonna, if you call back, whatever, my man trying to call. It's an important call. I want to get this, all right?
Yo, be good, fam.
You hear me?
Take your time, Playboy.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to be hanging up on you disrespectfully. I want to make sure you hear me.
Call us next week.
Good money, my nigga. I'm gonna always call back to you.
I appreciate you, my nigga.
I just want you to know.
Nah, I hear what you're saying. They heard you. That's what's up. Appreciate you.
I hate the deception.
One, my nigga.
Thank you, sir.
But yeah,
You think homeboy throws parties in Long Island?
possibly we ain't gonna go into that. But I'm hoping my boy call me and everything else. Because he called a couple times. You feel me? And this is the call I've been waiting on. But you know, with Wack, a lot of people. Let's read these comments. Here we go again. I don't know what that means. Fresh Mistakes LLC. What's up, fam? From the middle of the map. STL. What up? STL in the building. I got some peoples out there too. And they also said it's a double-edged sword, fam. From straight G perspective, blood in, blood out. Blood in, blood out should not be any question if or not the rules to run in your mouth, and it will not put a jacket on any person. And he also said, saying Gunna talking cause you don't like how he looks. Ain't he meant to say ain't, I think. Ain't that what's up? Them be the ones you be needing on your side.
I never said Gunna was talking. I just said that he's in issues now. All I ever said was that.
I think he was talking to you specifically. A lot of us was talking, so he might not have been talking to you. We back to business. We back in business. Boy said LOL, look at this grown-ass man with a flag around his neck. Where do you live? Your hood, K, with you bragging attention. What do you say? You bragging attention to yourself. Oh, no, you bringing, I think he meant to say, you bringing attention to yourself and people around you with that flag on your old ass. I'm out.
You're not a civilian? You're not a civilian?
Yeah, hater. He out, I guess, because he ain't here, so I ain't going to say that until he said he out. Well, be out then, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You think
you're getting people in trouble.
Wack got his name for standing 10 toes down. Yeah, that might be. I might agree with that a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Why is it Wack? Like, why isn't it solid one on it?
Here we go again. Wack got a lot of haters. Yep, he do. But he created them, a lot of them.
I'm not hating on him. I want to discuss this when you're done.
Here we go again. I done been beat by 20 niggas. Yo, I'm running too. LOL.
Fuck yeah.
Theory by Bela. I don't know who that. I can't say it. I'm sorry. Wack is a beach. He spelled it B-E-E-C-H. Ethric God put an I there. He watching me. That might be the Feds. I don't know. Babes Queen says, sup, what's up, Babes Queen? Here we go again. Don't put it on the labels. I don't know what we was talking about. Anything Goes videos. You look like the bald-headed killer from the movie Jason's Lyric. Somebody else told me that, and I got mad at her too. I was on a date, but she still let me hit, so it don't matter. But yeah, man. What you think? You know what I mean? BullRad, what you think?
It's just, I don't know, like,
dude ain't calling me.
First off, I just want to make it clear. I tried to say it before. I'm sure everybody understands where I'm going to go with this, but I don't dislike Wack 100. Like, I don't talk shit about him. I don't hate him. I just talk about what he does and that I'm not down with him. Like, I don't fuck with him like that. I don't know one. Like I said, I find him to be boring because I figured out his MO. It's pretty obvious. He just goes at it on somebody. He gets paperwork on them, and then he tears them to fucking shreds, and nothing is out of bounds because all of this has been on paper and has been said to cops and been tried by a lawyer and been public information for years, if or months, whatever it is. But he's not telling on anybody. He's just explaining what the people who charge people, the feds, that those people that matter, they all know what happened already, but word for word. He's just letting us, the people, know what happened word for word. So people who say he's a rat are fucking stupid. They don't understand due process and how things work and what paperwork really means. They're just ignorant. Like, and that's why people get hurt, because the wrong people go after the wrong people. Like, but anyway, like, so I don't dislike him. I don't talk shit about him. I just make light of that. He bores me. I don't really fuck with him, but I admit that he's not a rat. I honestly, I think he's honest. I think he's an honest dude. I think the shit he says is one-sided and from his opinion, but it's not fabricated and lies. There are clickbait titles like, did Wack get beat up? I don't think he got beat up at all. Not at all. I don't think he got beat up at all. However, I will give him that he's probably not just outright completely lying. He was probably somewhere and ran into some people, and there might have been words exchanged. It might have got a little heated. He might even gotten pushed or some shit like that, but not touched up like he makes it seem like in this headline. But like, the reason he don't fucking get into that with people, because I got to imagine a lot of people would want to put something on him when they see him, because there's real thugs out there. People don't call up your show because they don't want to have anybody knowing they even fucking think about it. And they're going to handle him up. You know what I mean? Like, there's cats that just like that. You know what I mean? And he's going to run into one of them one day, no matter what. He's going to run into one of them one day. They're going to get him. You know what I mean? And that, I really think that that's going to happen to him. And I don't want to see that happen. But like I said, like, he bores me because it's obvious. His playbook is just go hard. Nothing is.
If you don't think, like, all the heat that he got on him, the feds ain't watching him all the time, the police ain't watching him, and the gangsters don't know that he's being watched by these people.
I imagine they 100% watch someone and listen to someone like that probably every day. There's probably two dudes that sit in a room all fucking week long, and all they do is just study this dude between who he calls, where he goes, what he talks about on his shows. That's their job, and they probably get a bunch of information that they can infer from what he's saying and what he's talking about, because they're on a different level of understanding crimes and the way things work. But Wack's not saying nothing about nobody that's anything new. It's all been, like I said, it's been tried, prosecuted, people are serving time over it already. And people think that when he talks about it, like he's like, it's unknown knowledge, it's secret shit. No, This is already happened, and everybody already knows about it. The people that fucking prosecuted the case and put them in jail know about it. So you can't get somebody in trouble again. Like, so people need to stop saying he's a rat. That shit's annoying. But no, I don't think he got touched at all.
Yeah, but it was funny. And I might have to play that again, even though I played it crazy on that other show that's going crazy right now. But the OG Crips were really saying like he got touched, and that's what blew my mind. You know what I mean? They say he got touched on stage, but we ain't gonna go back. But it's insane.
That's a little different. If you got legit Crips saying that happened, then I gotta believe that it did happen. And
I'm like.
I don't think they're going to come out and look like fools over that.
But you never know. But I'm just saying, like.
But on the other hand, like I mean, I don't know. I'm insane with the way I see things. Like I'm New York got to me. I think everything's a hustle. I don't think anybody does anything and puts public information.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people said it's a hoax.
Well, I don't think anybody puts stuff out as far as public information about themselves without having it spun or on an angle or
knock it on
fucking lie. You know what I mean? And there's a reason behind everything. So like what if the Bloods and Crips are cool on this one, or just Wack and these cats are cool and they just happen to be Crip and he happened to be Pyro, and they just like, yo, let's just run with this and let's get fucking views out of it and bring up my man as a person now and give him a reason, a platform to talk, and then now he launches a career off of it and they get mad videos out of it, mad endorsements and money and all that. It could just be that, like, and who better to join forces and get money on the low than Blood and Crip? Nobody would even think to start there, ever. Yeah.
I played it on the last show. I'm about to play it again, B-Rabbit. I'm sorry. It should, the motherfuckers, and I just want you to hear this. These are OGs talking.
That's what they could be getting money.
I can get it fast now. I can get my phone. My Wack 100 got, we not put on him. And talk this about this his town.
Look like you want to you talk about every set.
Hold on, y'all hear they verse.
Talk about every gang, every set. Got there, got shocked out, ran to the front, and jumped off game stage, slid out there. I'm officially a buster.
What's your version of it?
My version is, man, Tiny Draws put them bombs on that.
Hold on, we ain't doing no names now. We ain't doing no names.
He put them bombs, he got his head knuckled up.
So basically, you heard it. Like,
that's different. I thought this was just a title on his page.
No, those are G's from '60s talking about the situation.
Yeah, no, because when I looked at it real quick, I just read a quick article about it, and it just seemed like it was just hearsay. But they didn't quote anybody, especially saying that they were a Crip. But they didn't quote anybody in the situation. It was just an overview. But yeah, I didn't know with the Crips saying that, like, yeah, that might not be bullshit. And if it is bullshit, it's a plot between them to stir up like controversy and, you know, have like a little fucking beef on the internet and get some money out of it and get some clout over it and hype and followers and all that. And it could be that too. I'm just saying, like, it could be that. It probably absolutely isn't, but that to me is a genius idea because no one's even going to think to check you two out. Why would they be fucking with each other like that? You can get money on the low, and that's the best type of people to get money with. Especially someone else who's about getting money on the low. You know what I mean? And if Bloods have to work with Crips in order to do it, so fucking do it. Because half the shit that they fighting over, they don't even know these people. You know what I mean? It's just, I hate to say it, yeah, gang, whatever. It is what it is. I got friends, you know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of friends. I was never in a gang. I didn't need to be, but I had a lot of friends, and we went in it, and, like, hard. I've never been in a fight on my own accord, not once. But I've been to battle with my friends, for my brother, for my family, for cousins. You know what I mean? Like, I've gotten into it plenty of times. I've been in a lot of fights, but it was never for anything of mine. I always was able to fix that shit out. I'm not big, but I bet I don't like it. You know, it sucks. And everybody gets their ass beat at least once. Everybody takes a beating at least once. At least once.
Yep. Cincinnati in the building. Shout out to Cincinnati. Antoine, and then anything goes said Tekashi 6ix9ine is untouchable. Whatever that means. James.
Yeah, I'll give him that so far. Yeah, he kind of fucking is. Like, he fucking really is.
Fuck him. Jamon Thomas said, I was on the Greyhound years ago, and he was on the bus, and it broke down I smoked a joint with him way before he was famous. He a regular nigga. I don't know who he talking about. He's talking about Wack. I don't know, but
no, he's talking about fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, maybe yeah. That's
because
funny.
he was like 4 years ago.
Free Larry Hoover. Free Larry Hoover. I agree. I am said Jesus lives Crips. I think he meant to say Jesus loves Crips.
Love Crips. I don't think a lot of people should still be in prison. I think that I don't believe in putting someone in prison for life other than murder or some extremely heinous crime of some sort or continual.
Yeah. Larry Hoover didn't never kill nobody with his hands, so you're right.
Like, even if he had, like,
free Casanova and free Max B. Yeah, I say free Max B all day. All right, Kelly, you got me fucked up.
Even when someone's in on a murder charge, like if you murdered an innocent person, yeah, life, no doubt. But if you murdered another dude who was out there murdering and doing, like, yo, that, like, it is what it is. You did 25 years over it. Dude was gonna get clipped by somebody, just so happened to fucking be you, and then they got you up the street. All right, cool, it's over. I'm not going back and running with a gang no more. I'm 60. Let me out, like, for real. You know, that's how I feel about it. Some people, you know, if they're tested and they're just fucking dangerous and they're fucking crazy, like, yeah, don't let them out or send them to a mental institution, proper care. But these regular everyday dudes who killed somebody over some bullshit when they were 18 years old, you know what I mean? Let them the fuck out. Like, I don't know, let them out. You know, they do 25 years, fucking send these cats home. Stop giving people mandatory life sentences for bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially non-violent crimes. I don't care if you can equate it 20 moves down the line that it adds to somebody getting killed one day. Who gives a fuck? Like, everything we do, you paying your taxes is money for bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so everybody down the line causes issues, but it's bullshit. You know, non-violent criminals who got life for drug possession and sale and shit like that is fucking insane. Let these people out. Give them jobs. Let them earn proper, and they'll make you some money.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I can't believe this shit about this Young Thug shit though. Young Thug got a lot of bullshit surrounding him right now.
Well, I said that the first show we had when we were talking about him, and I said, listen, I was like, you know, when we get, you know, 6, 8, 10 weeks out and further, because this trial ain't gonna happen for a minute. As we get like further away from this original day when it first happened, we were first discussing it, I said, you're gonna hear all sorts of crazy shit come out. I was like, but in the end, when it goes to the trial, all this crazy shit you heard about, all these headlines that came out about people doing this and people saying that, you're not going to hear about any of it in court because it's all sensational bullshit. A lot of it's bullshit. Now, granted, with him specifically, a lot of the shit you're hearing is definitely true right now, no doubt. But I'm just saying, you're going to hear all sorts of crazy shit that never equates to nothing. And
but then, I'm saying, like, the shit, the actual facts that's going around him right now.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Baby mother got killed. And then now, you know, a lot of shit is happening with homie. I ain't gonna lie.
He's got a lot going on around him for sure. A lot of things happening, but
it's his nephew on the screen who was for murking his baby mother. He killed her. Now he's in jail. I'm wondering, like, is he just Miss Thug and he want to be with him? Like, what the fuck?
Oh no, so I know about the murder. It was definitely him though, right?
That's what they saying allegedly. Hello, where you come calling from? What's your name?
Yo, what's good, fam? I'm calling from LA.
What up, homie? What's your name? What's your name, homie?
Yeah, this Jay.
Jay from LA. All right. What you think about what we talking about? What you think?
Yeah, I really just wanted to call in and give you props. I caught the show yesterday.
Okay.
With old boy. Yeah, that was putting it down. And you know, that was a legendary show. Man,
it really was. I'm like, man, I wish we could really get it like that every time. I don't know why. It was just on point, man. But man, what's up with you?
It was legendary, bro. I had to give you your props on that, bro. I was going to dig to you yesterday.
Respect.
And
I gotta check that out. I gotta watch it.
No problem. Shout out to your guest on the day. But I'm going to continue to support your channel, bro. That was my first time on your platform yesterday, but they were so epic. You got me hooked on your channel.
Man, I appreciate you, homie. But check this out, because you're from LA. I ain't letting you go that easy. What you think about Wack? Do you think the way he moving now, like, is it harder for him with the shit he got going on with the 60s and shit? Like, you think it's really an issue? You think it's really, like, bothering him? Because I really feel like it. I'm like, damn, he can't move the same. 60's the biggest gang out there. Shit.
Yeah, see, the thing about Wack is this. think what he did, he kind of, it backfired on him by putting smut on Nipsey's name. And I think he underestimated the get back that the 60s was going to have in regards to putting smut on his name like that. You can't just make allegations like he made against this man and his girl and his bedroom activities who are false when this man is not here to defend himself. I think he didn't think that Hassan Campbell would. I know a lot of people thought that it was staged.
I don't.
You know.
I don't. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, I never thought it was staged. I thought that Hassan did the recordings on him, and once he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, then he had no choice but to sit in his shit. And so, as a result of that, I think it just raised the temperature between him and the 60s, because you have to remember, Wack already he a B-dog. He he a blood. So it ain't no love lost on on the 6-0s putting the green light on him anyway.
Yep.
Just on DP, you did. So I really don't speak on Wack a lot because I don't consider him a good representation of where I'm from.
I feel you. I was just interested.
I'm not hating on him. He got the bread and he got his position and how he got there, but I don't feel the way he moves. And how he tries to represent himself as the ambassador of LA. Like he knows everything
but I don't think he ever did that though. I think people put him there, but I don't think he ever really did that. Why would you say that? You got examples of that?
Well, I mean, anytime something went down, whether it was when Draco got killed or when Slim 400 got killed or whatever the shit, Blueface.
He spoke honestly about it.
Stepped in, and like he's the expert. Like he got all this information.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I thought the same thing. I thought that he was acting like he was the center of LA. He is LA. He's the representative, like you said. However, then I started to realize like these people come to him a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Like when Rick Ross is trying to get out of jail and like all that shit happened, and that female reporter was trying to get him and had all that information and trying to get him out of jail and was supposed to do this big story about him and all that stuff. Basically, like she had dealt with his brothers who didn't want to release the information and all that, didn't want the movie to come out. She called Wack 100 and gave him the information and asked him for help with it.
People coming to him. That's what I'm saying.
Multiple other people bring their stories of Wack to break it with him because he got Clubhouse and it's a huge platform. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't dislike him because if I didn't like the dude, I wouldn't talk like that.
You don't like him like that either, but it's okay. Hey, Jay from LA, let me ask you a question. Are you from anywhere? Are you associated with each side? Or?
Where you at?
No, I didn't grow up gang banging, but I grew up in a blue neighborhood.
Okay, yeah, that's what we want to get at. Yeah. All right, no problem. All right. I feel you on that. I know you don't want to speak on Wack too much, but you know how I built this so-called platform. I'm trying to get to a certain spot, but Wack, that was the topic of this platform, but it's changed and I'm gonna change it. But and I'm looking at studios and different things. We trying to move up to a next level, but basically we trying to keep our core though. You feel me? And the shit is interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I never seen this done by a manager, a hip hop manager. You feel me? So it ain't like it's not interesting. You feel me?
He's in the game.
Yeah, I think he, like I said, I give him his props, his credit for what he did with the game and Blueface in terms of, managing them and, getting them some success or whatever. But you have to remember, Wack is from Pacoima, and this is not to hate on Pacoima. It's a good cast that I know out there in Pacoima. I used to get my hair cut out there a long time ago.
Okay.
But Pacoima is the valley.
That's where Richie Valens grew up.
From Pacoima.
All right.
Feel me? And, so you can't say that South LA or West LA or when you from Pacoima. Let's just 100.
So wait, he never said he from LA though.
No, but he's the ambassador for LA. It seems self-appointed.
No, I don't know. I ain't buying that.
No,
shit.
I'm not saying he is. I'm
never
just saying
said he was. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing Wack is good at is, having diarrhea of the mouth on Clubhouse. Do a lot of thick talking on there and bumps his gum and push off his facade like he's the ambassador. But if anything, he's the ambassador of Pacoima. And that's off the 118 freeway. For those that don't know, that's in the valley. That's
but like at this point, it's not like nobody has taken him off of his platform. Nobody's negated him. The people have not negated him from being that guy. And some people made him like that. And he's not stepping on anybody else to do this job. You can't tell me anybody else who's not getting their voice out because of him. Like Wack is the only dude out there doing what he's doing. And it's dangerous. Right. He's fucking with real people. He's fucking with real people. And it's not a joke to some of these cats. And somebody eventually, just for the fuck of it, is going to get at him. Eventually, it's going to happen. Whether it's justified or it's completely out of nowhere, somebody's going to do something to him sooner or later.
It's inevitable, unfortunately.
It's something I'm saying it's not good at all. I'm not saying it's funny or anything. It's fucked up. But, like, he knows that. He's from that neighborhood. Like, he's taking that risk. He's doing that.
Reality and the reality of LA is nobody is untouchable. That's
exactly.
The whole thing about it is nobody is bigger. You're not too big to get touched, and Nipsey shows you that. Tupac shows you that.
Yes.
Biggie shows you that, and it goes on. And Draco, the Ruler, Slim 400, and it goes on and on and on.
Pop
so
Smoke.
Nobody is too big to get touched.
Right.
That's the story.
LA,
that's the moral. I know a lot of people talk big, and they put on for the gram and for IG and everything. But the fact of the matter is, they put on their pants one leg at a time, like everybody else. You can get touched just like anybody else. Not to put that energy on him or anything like that, but men have been killed for their words. Let's just keep it 100. You can't just say things and just don't expect there to be consequences in certain situations. It just is what it is.
But is that a problem? And what's Wack doing is pushing the envelope and changing that kind of. Unfortunately, whether he know it or not, he's trying. It's changing because words shouldn't be like that. Everybody's
not really doing anything other than provoking people.
You're talking about the death. You're talking about deaths. What these young niggas is doing. What's the new lit thing? Whatever. That I don't agree with. But other than that, like niggas should be able to say what the fuck they want about any damn topic. Sorry.
He's not really doing much. It's just with people who don't understand how things really work, they see him as a rat and all this shit, and they want to get at him. But it's like they're wrong. You know what I mean? It's not how it is. Like they just don't understand that he's not out here telling on people. He's just telling you about shit after it's been exposed for a very long time. He's just clearing things up on the street, and he brings the paperwork, and people can't talk shit about that. The only thing they can do is get physical over it, and it hasn't happened as of yet. Maybe it has now. I don't know. I don't think the Crips would, as an organization, would kill him. You know what I mean? They'll hop him.
That wouldn't be smart. He's watched by everybody.
No, it would not be smart, and they'd be an immediate suspect. But some individual, some Thundercat out there trying to make a name for himself is going to whack this dude. He'd be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up," and just cap dude, and then put it on his fucking Instagram. And get 25 to life for it. But it's gonna happen sooner or later. It's sad. It sucks. Like I think he knows that too. He has to know that. Like I said, he's involved in that shit. He knows what's up.
He said it. He said he's ready to go on Clubhouse.
I think it's sad.
No, Jay, you've been on Clubhouse?
No, I don't fuck with Clubhouse.
Okay, your voice sounds familiar. That's why I'm asking you. Shit. All right, my nigga. Appreciate you though. You feel me?
We gotta look.
So platform, I'm going to support it. Like I said, I just happened to come across it yesterday with the legendary show.
Mm-hmm. That was our biggest show of all time. I ain't gonna lie.
Real as I didn't see it. Got to give you your props on that. That was as good as I done seen it on. And you know, old boy was keeping it 100 because I could tell when the motherfucker bullshitting that he a matter of fact about what he was saying. I was like, okay, you know, he didn't have to think about nothing or manufacture anything. He was just spitting from memory and stories he went through, and that shit was powerful.
I can't wait to tell him what you said. He gonna be so happy when I tell him. Feel me? For real. But yeah, all right, homie.
To you on your channel, and I'm almost continue to support it though, bro.
Appreciate you, my boy.
All right, my boy. Peace to you, and peace to your the guests on the panel.
Well, you know, B Rabbit, this is our show. This is he a co-host on this one. It's the B-Rad show. We do this every what's today? We do it every Sunday at 7:00.
Yeah, well, 3 p.m. at 7 now.
Salute to B-Rabbit.
Thanks, fam. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, I see somebody actually wrote something in here. They said that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to bring this up. Maybe he might want to say something about it. That Larry Hoover got new accusations against him at some point. Like, what's going on with that? We know anything about that?
What?
That Larry Hoover right now has new accusations being put up against him.
Oh, I didn't hear nothing about that shit.
Me neither. Somebody said it in the comments.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's crazy as fuck. But you know, it was a great show. You still got something to say or what?
Who's that, me?
Yeah.
No, not really at all. I mean, California. Right. I love California. LA is dope. So
we're gonna go with, you know, basically Gunna. They framing him because they didn't want him to get that bond. I'm gonna say Wack 100 didn't get touched. And I'm gonna say also what's the other one? Oh, Birdman. He in the right for keeping it you know, keeping it business. And I'm sure they still homies on the low, and I hope they are because they brothers. But as far as the business and the image, he gotta do it. He gotta do what he gotta do.
That is definitely something I did want to actually comment on before we go. But yeah, there, like I said before, he cannot, you know, as the man in the position he is in the business he's in, he cannot at this point allow people to think or say he's involved with ratting, condones it in any way, shape, or form. Because right now, the stupid shit going down right now is ratting. Everybody's talking about it. Nobody stands on it. Like, you know, I know like a few years back, like I had some shit go down. And, you know, I always had my people around me, and they weren't necessarily involved in this one, but other people that I knew were involved in this one, but they weren't my close people, you know what I mean? It was just other people that I knew. And like in the end, like I wound up having to stand on something. Nobody else did, you know what I mean? I didn't say nothing.
You kept it solid.
100%. But then I got home one day afterwards, and I was just like, yo, like I felt so stupid. I'm like, I'm the only one who bought into this.
So what?
This shit that everybody talks about, but not one fucking person acknowledges it seems these days, you know. But it was fucked up, bro, and it just seems like that. Like nobody respects the game. Nobody even acknowledges that there are rules out here. They just do whatever the fuck. They talk about it. They run their mouths about it. But when it comes down to it, nobody's standing up, and I've never once not. And it's like, I don't know, like, yeah, cool, I have my integrity. But like,
so I feel you. You with Birdman on that.
Have integrity. So what the fuck do I have to have integrity for them for if they don't? You know what I mean? So like, I have my integrity, but I'm just saying we keep taking a beat, and everybody else is fucking lying, like, and ratting. And
Lil Segatron, North Miami, Big B's, whatever. I don't know what that means, but shout out to North Miami. Anything goes. Facts. Here we go again. Hoover got new accusations against him. We'll look into that. We're gonna talk about that next show. Anything goes. Wack 100, not scared of that nigga Jay Prince. No, he not. He went right at him. He said he gonna slap that little dude. Here we go again. Now, remember Wack say he had already told the 60s about that tape. He said it. I don't know. We'll see about that too. Here we go again. Pacoma is in LA County. Yeah, it's in LA County. So yeah, that's why he represents all that type of area. Here we go again. That's what Wack being trying to tell. He said being, but he meant to say been trying to tell y'all about Jay Prince. Anybody can get it. That's a big fact. Anybody could get it. Michael Jordan said, this is stupid. Well, we like to be stupid.
Yeah,
here we go again. They saying the promoter to STL Cats 2 higher positions in the GD in a year. What do you say? I don't know. Year or 2 ago. Okay, we'll talk about
so
that.
he's raising people up in the disciples. Like that sounds like hearsay bullshit to me.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like hearsay. We ain't gonna get into that, but I love all y'all, everybody that's here, and we shout out. We love y'all, respect y'all. Thank y'all for checking in. This is the BullRad show. Next show, we got a super surprise. Y'all better fuck with us. It's gonna get even better, even crazier. And once we get our hosting skills up, you're gonna see us in that place where you need us to be. Keep supporting the show. You feel me? Love y'all to death. Everybody here, love y'all.